Creative Tech Podcast. Hi, I'm Kaori Ray, product designer and author. Our mission is to help people in their career and lives by sharing their creative and technology stories. Today's episode interviewed with Joma-chan, who is an innovation designer at IBM Japan. And we talked about she really into read psychology books. So as a UX designer, learning psychology is so important to know people's attitude and behavior. And as a Japanese, we don't have a culture to express our honest feelings or tend to hide our feeling, so that sometimes it's struggling to communication with our team or lovers. So we talked about psychology and communication. Let's get started. Okay, next question. So speaking of design, for example, the definition of design between US or Western and Japan is, I think, kind of different.
Yeah.
Because when I talk about my occupation, I am designer, 99% people say, oh, fashion design or graphic design.
Yes.
Yeah, right? So maybe, I don't know, as a Japanese mind or education, Japanese people feel design equal only visual, after made house, like painting
Yeah.
or decoration. But in the US, especially US, the design is more like making a bridge, so that we have to join the first meeting, because we don't know the bridge is for only people or many truck or vehicle or coming, so that we have to attend from the first to end. This is a US people's idea of design, I think. Yeah, so I believe you have such an experience, Japanese company has kind of misunderstanding or don't know about UX design.
Yeah, I think I really agree with your opinion. So I'm
just your observation.
I'm thinking which point I should mention first. But but yes. So if I say, oh, I'm a UX designer in the United States, people say, oh, really, UX designer? It's maybe the people say, oh, it's we don't know deeply, but UX designer make an experience, and they have those kind of understanding, I think. But here, if I say, oh, I'm a UX designer, what is this? What kind of designer yours? Maybe people feels maybe people feel like designers more like a graphic type of designers traditionally, and especially Japan is more like a country. Sorry for English speakers, but ものづくりの国 not making experience, not more like a making product.
Real product.
Yeah, like an actual formed product. But behind the making of the product, their UX. But many people do not have an opportunity to learn about what the design is. But but the US is more like making an innovation, making an experience, and so people start learning designing in an early phase of their life, like high school or maybe. So, but people really start learning Photoshop in an early phase, which means they need to understand what they are doing. But so when we really first like touch what design is in the college, right? Here in Japan. So we don't really have opportunities to learn design because people think design is like a special type of graphic designer or like a fashion designer. So people imagine maybe designers or something making products or something making graphics. So I think the culture of learning design is completely different. But right now, so Japanese companies, I think, try to move forward. Not like just monozukuri, like making products. Like we sometimes say ものづくりからことづくり。
ことづくり。
そう、ことづくり。Sorry, in Japanese.
Making product to shift, like making things.
Yeah, making like experience or like making actual experience through the product. Sometimes products are needed, but not needed at some point. So the world is shifting to focusing on experience, I think.
I see. Okay, so next question. So I know you have many hobby and favorite things. So besides work, what kind of a passion do you have recently?
Hello. Well, usually I read about 200 books every year.
100.
Yeah, just I have like so the reason I reached to 200 is so I had so many concerns in my mind, but so my job and my experience is a little bit different of like people people going straight forward. So I can't really tell my concerns to others casually. So there are some reasons, but it's really hard to explain, especially about my emotional part. So I really read books and I try to make find solutions or tips to understand what my concerns are, why I'm feeling so, and what I want to be like in like after like a few months, like a year. So it's more like I just stay here, read books, play with cats. But so and through whole the huge amount of time I reached to 200 books.
Okay, so what kind of a book do you choose?
I don't really specify, but I prefer like research type of books. Like a design related books sometimes, I see. And like psychology type of books. Oh yeah,
Psychology.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. We were talking. How should I translate? Partnership types of psychology.
I need it. This topic.
Yeah. So people's emotions, like feeling like I need a partner or I need more attention from other people, like those kind of emotions have like have produced in a very early phase of our life, like a childhood, like, and so
like a kid.
yeah, like really kids, like 2-3 years old. Yeah, and the relationship with your mom, with your family, it's those experience connects to our still like.
I see, but you are right. Because I am older, but inside of me, like Nending, so there are many small me inside. Right?
Yeah. So if the very small you, if she doesn't satisfy with love or with her need, if she is not satisfied with those like love from your family, love from other people, it really just goes straight forward to our age. Yeah,
makes sense. I see.
Yeah, so I really learned those kind of things through reading last year. And it makes me feel like, so my sadness or my anxiety, my concerns are not because of me. It's really formed by my whole experience of my life. And I really felt, it's like designing myself. But it's not what I can do by myself. But maybe but it's really a good study because at least I can be kind to my friends.
I love it. This topic is super came to my heart because first of all, as a Japanese, I don't have education of storytelling. So I even friendship or with my mom, it's not easy to talk deeply or openly because Japanese mind has breathing air, でしょ? 空気を読む。
So, leave the room.
Leave the room, I see. So that, but I don't want to do it because, our life is short.
Yeah.
I realized through the pandemic, whenever we could, end of our life. So I want to be openly with my favorite people. So I want to practice, and then I want to understand me too, myself.
Yeah. So I think it's one of the huge point of Japanese education because in our school we don't study about a mental health and psychology. So the interesting thing is psychology really have a deep connection to design. So it's a different topic, but we don't really learn how we take care of our mental health, and we don't know how mental health having an impact to our actual health, like a body health. So I think it's like a lack of education, right?
Yeah, but don't worry, we can learn whenever and we can improve, right?
Yay.
I believe.
Yay.
So, okay, can I talk about my story?
Of course.
Okay, so Joma sensei. So, okay, I would say I have a favorite person. I don't say this is woman or male person, but since I became older and last year I had kind of big life change, so I decided to tell if I feel I like it or I like you. I had better to tell honestly, I like you because of blah blah blah, like that. And then this my favorite person hesitated to say I like you. What do you think about it? Yeah,
That's a very difficult point.
Yeah.
I think Japanese people tend to hide their emotions inside deeply. So for me, it's really hard to understand because I'm not that kind of person.
So so Joma-chan, you can tell honestly, I like yours. You can tell.
If I know what my emotion is, I can tell. But my problem is like I can't really understand myself.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm not good at noticing my emotion by myself. So if I feel I'm sad, I can't say that because I don't know if I'm sad or not.
Really?
Yeah. So it's just so hard to capture what I'm feeling by myself. So it's like before then your topic, I can't really know how I can explain myself because I don't know what I'm feeling.
Interesting.
Yeah, but I think it's not only me. I think there are so many Japanese, maybe women or other other people.
Yeah. Or not only Japanese, maybe
Yeah.
some type of people.
Yeah, but I feel like Japanese people didn't have a lot of opportunities to explain their emotions. So I think it's a part of reason because everyone says, "Oh, you shouldn't say the things directly. It's really childish and hide something and shouldn't tell your pain to others because it's not a good expression as an adult."
I see.
So I think it's very different in other countries, but I think Japan is more like a hide everything culture, but I think it tends to more like an Asian type of culture, I think.
Yeah, you are right. Actually, the person who I mentioned is American. But doesn't say like me or doesn't like me or
Yeah.
my goal in this year is I have better to be patient. If we could several months or even 1 year, long term, and then finally we could understand. I think so. I had better to wait for, be patient, and then observation, and then I could understand. So this is my one of the new goal. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I think it's really based on the type of how the person builds a relationship. So one of the books says there are three types to having a relationship. I forgot the name of English title.
Yeah.
But it's very personal. But at some point, it can be categorized to some problems, like what kind of things have occurred in you and between you and your
The
boyfriend-ish person.
Yeah.
Or I don't know, just mentioning about a bit like the content, but yeah, but it's not because of you.
Yeah, you are right.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Joma-chan. Okay, so last question.
Last question.
Yes. So could you tell us about your dream in 5 years and 10 years in your private and in your career? Do you want to stay in Japan or do you want to go to other city?
Other city.
Oh, other city, other country. Yeah. Whatever.
Yeah. So one dream. I think one specific dream is, well, what should I say? So designers' value should be updated in Japan because designers here are not well paid actually. I'm talking about my company, but so basically, Japanese like designers here are not well paid. It's historical reasons because I think designers didn't really negotiate to their clients. Like they didn't build a win-win business, and because they were more like a craftsmen. So it's just my opinion, but I feel like people didn't really negotiate for long years. So as a result, so in Japan the salary is still low, but some designers who understand those situations, they try to go like outside of Japan or try to get better job here as a designer. So they really choose companies who understand the value of design, the value of designers. But I think so many companies are not. So it's very sad life. Yeah. So getting well-paid job as a designer, I think it's a mandatory for me. It's not just only about me. If I don't say, oh, I don't need that much money, it means, oh, we don't have to pay that much to the designers. It's so bad.
It's so bad for
everyone. So the things I really care about is I shouldn't be like I should really think about win-win business. Win-win business and win-win partnership with the company I work for. So if I continue that, I think the value of design will be raised up, and maybe designers will be paid more. Like the companies will understand, oh, designers are very valuable. We didn't know that. We should pay more.
I see.
So I really dream that kind of future. So I think it's one of my concern, and also my dream.
Right.
I wanted to relate to a global project, like exporting our culture to other country, or import the other cultures or business to Japan. I wanted to become a bridge of those kind of projects happen. And also there are so many cultural differences, cultural issues will happen when the project happened. So so when I was a student, I wanted to become a multicultural designer who can solve those problems. So maybe in the future, I wish I could relate to like a project. And 5 years future emergently planned. I think this world will shift to a more digitized world. I think everybody thinks so. I think graphic designers they study more about UX design, and they should study more about technology, because so the basic like graphics can be taken by AI actually. So we should be a problem solver, not like making graphics. I think designers should be more like a problem solver. I should learn like more hands-on study, of course, because designers create something by hand. But I think it's the very like core and important point being a designer, how we can make a good relationship with technology, and how we can provide new value to business through design. I think becoming that kind of person, that kind of designer who really having an understanding of making an experience, applying it to technology or business, it's very mandatory, I think.
Okay, thank you so much for your wisdom today.
Thank you very much for this opportunity. I hope I can. So this conversation would be giving you something.
Yeah, totally, differently.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you.
And thank you very much, everyone. You sleep whole day.
Thank you so much for listening our Creative Tech podcast today. We hope our story to help your career and life. See you soon. Bye bye.